Howdy folks, welcome to Katie Phillips Scrapbook Designs. I'm Katie and today we're working on fin number 3, which is pages 5 and 6 of the Vaporwave Dreams mini album. And I've already done some of the cutting here, so let me go ahead and let you know what those measurements are. So this is the base page. And like all the other base pages, it is 6 3/4 by 6 1/4. And we're going to score the 6 3/4 each side at 6 1/4 and 6 1/2. And actually, we're going to score it at 6 1/4 and 6 inches. This is a cut apart from the collection, and the collection that we're using is the Neon Nightlife collection from Recollections. And this is one of the cut aparts. Its actual measurements are 5 5/8 inches wide by 4 and looks like 11/16, but we're going to call it 5/8 inches tall. And I'm going to back it on another piece from the collection that is 5 7/8 inches wide by 4 7/8 inches tall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mount it like so and then cut it in half, because we're going to do a gatefold. And this gatefold is going to include flaps, which I have not cut yet. The first set of flaps is 3 7/8 by 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. And 4 7/8 by 6 1/4. And we are going to score these and put a 1/4 inch gusset on these. So we're going to score these at 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. And we've got a couple of mats. This mat is 3 inches by 6 inches. And this one is 4 inches by 6 inches. And this is a sheet that I cut up into mats that are, this one is 3 by 6. And we've got 4 of those. Let me line this out so you can kind of see what's going to be going on here. When it's all unfolded, it's going to look like this. So the 4 pieces on each side are 3 inches wide by 6 inches tall, and the 2 pieces in the center are 6 by 6. And I'm going to need to cut another set of flaps at 3 1/4 by 6 3/4. I need 2 of those, and 1 flap at, we're going to go a little bit wider than 6 inches. I'm going to go with 6 1/8 by 6 1/4. Actually, take that back. I'm going to go with 6 1/8 squared. Third time's a charm. 6 1/8 inches wide by 6 5/8 inches tall, and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch. So that is going to be page number 1. So let's go ahead and make the cuts for the other pages and then score everything, and we'll see y'all in a little bit. I got all that assembled, and before I go any farther, I want to take a look at where the magnet is on this opposite page, because I don't want to put another magnet on top of this, but I do know I want a magnet closure. I think I'm gonna put, and then it's gonna need 2 magnets to keep this closed. So I think we're gonna go right about here and right about there. That will not interfere with the other set of magnets. These outer pieces, I'm just gonna use double-sided tape, less mess. But if you're not sure about your ability to get this mat down in the right place quickly, then you probably want to use liquid glue for this. On the fence about this collection. There are some papers in this collection that I like quite a bit. Like, I like the hearts, and there's another pattern with just little flamingos in it that's cute. But I'm not smitten with this collection the way some of the other collections that I've got on tap for later in this season, the way I like them. Like, I've got a P13 collection coming up that I was waiting with bated breath for that collection to be released, and as soon as it was released, I snapped it up. I even ordered like a whole bunch of other stuff from scrapbook.com at the same time, just to justify the ordering one collection. But it was all stuff I needed, so it's all good. Well, it's all stuff I needed. Now, before I get too far gone with this piece, I do want to get the magnets down. Now, if you wanted to, with this piece, you could make it where it's magnetized on both sides and it just lifts up. I'm going to actually secure it on this other side because I want to. Just kind of eyeballing where the glue is going to go. I'm going to let the magnets place this piece down on the frame. There we go. And I was going to cut it in half, but you know what? But then I decided to do the magnets. So magnets are what we're going to do. And I'm just going to go around the edge. My little membership card ran off. It's probably in plain sight for y'all, and I just can't see it. It's a good thing it's not a snake wherever it's at. And now we need 3 more mats. So I totally didn't even think about that. So what mat do I want to use? You know what, I could cut into this glove here, just continue that theme all the way across. Let's do that, because otherwise I don't know where I'm going to use that. I'm going to trim off some of the bottom here. So I'm going to take about 1 3/4 inches. Now I can go, should be able to get 6 inches. Yep. There's a Michael Scott joke in there for some of y'all. Okay, 6 inches. And now we're gonna go 3 inches from the left and 3 inches from the right. Awesome. So I've got a question for y'all, and go ahead and answer it in the comment section down below. Have you ever done a mini album just off the cuff, without a plan, without a design, without a tutorial, without a cut list even? And if you have, how did you find that experience? Did you enjoy it? Would you do that again? Did it stress you out? So I'm not really stressing about this one the way I have some of my others. Mostly because I don't have a plan, so it can't not go according to plan because there is no plan. Every time I start a new roll, it just feels massive in my hands. It's another Michael Scott joke, I'm sure. One of these days I really need to watch The Office. I do. I have not. trim. I forgot that I had trimmed that down a little bit, so hey, this is gonna be sticky. There's enough adhesive on both sides that this will work. It's just a hair too long, so that's page number 5, and I have not given much thought to page number 6 at all, but we do have a bunch of scraps. That's 65 pound. That's 65 pound. These are 65 pound. I'm going to do a flap on this side and a pocket on this side. So that pocket is going to need to be 7 1/4 inches tall. So I'm going to trim this down to 7 1/4. Let's break out the scoreboard. Score this at 1/2 inch. So this scrap is 3 7/8 inches wide by 7 1/4 inches tall. I'm going to score 1/2 inch, fold under, and score it 6 1/4. And this scrap is 6 1/4 inches tall by 4 3/8 inches wide. I am going to put an 1/8 of an inch gusset on this, so I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch and 5/8. That way, it's just got a little bit of room to lay a little flat. All right, for the mats on this page, I'm going to use these 3 patterns. And I think I want to use this as the base mat, I think. Yeah, I want to use this as the base mat. So we know that we need to cut pattern paper that is 6 inches tall, and this is 3 3/8 inches, so we're going to cut it to 3 1/8 inch wide. And I want to use this paper. Okay, that is way off. It was 3 3 3/4, so we're going to go with 3 1/2. Save these for something else. Glad I dry fit that. Much better. This is going to be 6 by 6. And this piece, again, we know it's going to be 6 inches tall. And so it comes to 3 3/8, so we are going to go with 3 1/8 on this one. We're going to use the pink flamingos. Are we? You know what? We could use this. Yeah, we're just going to use that. We're going to use the pink flamingos. So 3 1/2. 3 1/2. We're going to use the pink flamingos on the back of the flap. I think we've got all the mats, all the bits and pieces. So let's get everything assembled. almost done here. We've got this piece. This is 110 pound and it is 4 3/4 by 8 1/2. And I'm going to trim the 4 3/4 side down to 4 1/4. And then I'm going to score it in half so that it's 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And it's going to be a little 4x4 folio. And that will make a cute little insert for that pocket that we just made. This is leftover from making the base page. Let's see what all we've got. I've already got some pieces that have been cut apart. Now, there haven't been a whole lot of journaling spots in this album, so I'm going to take a white gel pen, just doodle a little border. And it helps that I know that the person that I'm giving this to has a white gel pen. I'm gonna let that dry a bit. And those are gonna be too big. If you want to, you could pop it up on some colored cardstock. I am going to leave it unmounted. I go any farther, the little heart patterns, if you happen to have this heart punch, and this is the Martha Stewart one, but I'm sure it comes in plenty of other brands. If you happen to have this heart punch, it's just about the perfect size to punch out the hearts in the heart pattern paper. So I'm going to add a couple of hearts. I'm going to use art glitter glue if I can find my art. There's my art glitter glue. Staring me right in the face and I can't see it. I'm just going to create a little tuck spot so that if they want to stick a photograph up in there, they can. But with the leftover heart pattern paper that I had from a bad cut, I just literally punched all the whole hearts out of it that I could get. Here, I am ready to add this into the main album. And while I'm doing this, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more videos about constructing mini albums, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get notifications twice a week when my new album videos go live. And materials will be linked in the description box down below. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'll be happy to answer them. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.